Hi, welcome to this week's Friday Favourites. As always, I've got a mixed bag for you, but hopefully you'll find something you like. The first thing we're kicking off with today, you can tell that we've tucked into these. My kids, they love sugar. I think a lot of children do. It's everywhere. They go to parties, etc. However, I also know that when they have a lot of sugar, yes, it's very noticeable. Let's just say that. So I've been looking for a while of alternatives, and my kids are 5 and 9 almost. And this is entirely up to you if you are going to give these to your children, because obviously there are those warnings on the packets. But nuts have become a firm favourite in this house. And also I find that nuts are really quite expensive for what they are. And I'm approaching it from how quickly things stay around in our house. So I mentioned that granola that we have the other week. And I noticed my son one day use half the box, filling it up. So now I've just said it's a sprinkling granola because otherwise it's going to get super pricey. But the best nuts that I have found, yes, it's true, are from Aldi. So yes, these have been opened. These are the cashew nuts. You get 200 grams and I think they're about £1.75. Also, they're not coated anything. They're not baked in any yucky oil or they haven't got anything else in. They're just pure nuts. So I've got the cashew nuts, I've got the almonds. They also do walnuts as well, which I really like. I don't know if I've seen any pecans. I'll keep you posted on the pecans, but they're brilliant. They are so good. And if there is an Aldi near you, check them out. The second thing I want to talk about is this book, which is a Usborne book. Now, Usborne is a brand that we used to have all the time as little kids. My mum was a teacher, so she loved those sort of educational resources. And this one especially is brilliant because my kids are always asking questions, and often I don't have the answer. And also, I don't want to just keep Googling or being on my phone the entire time. Now, these are great to dig in to because they've got little flaps and they're answering basically under the flaps the questions that they might be asking. This one is about science. We've also got one about weather. Can I tell you what other ones they have in the series? No, I cannot. But they're great. They are so good. I bought them as presents for other kids as well. And because they're quite interactive, the content within them doesn't seem quite as heavy. So yeah, win-win chicken dinner. Also, all the open questions. It's very coachy. Which, how, why, where, what. Love it. Love it. The third thing I want to talk about is the Annie McManus, because I think she's rebranded, Annie McManus podcast called Changes. I love this podcast. And I vaguely fell out of love with podcasts for a little bit. I just found it all a bit samey. I was hearing the same stories, the same sort of jargon. And I don't know, I was just craving something different. And I think, I know that podcasts are brilliant when people are on a very loud motorbike. They're great when people are on a PR trail and they're trying to promote something and publish something. But that means that sometimes the casual element, the conversational element, the part where people show who they are, it's not necessarily there. So rather than that, you get this sort of stage polished version where they're just trying to circle back to the book or whatever they're promoting the whole time. And I wasn't enjoying it. Annie McManus's podcast is not like that. I always feel that I've come away really listening to things, and somehow it almost makes me feel like I'm the only one listening, or this is the first time that something is being revealed. And it comes out every Monday, and she's interviewed so many different types of people as well, and I really love it. It's brilliant. Number 4 is one of my favourite books. This is the Crumbs and Doilies book by Cupcake Gemma. Cupcake Gemma was on my podcast. You can watch that interviewed on my YouTube channel. This book is incredible. Now, I've spoken about my sugar addiction here before. Certainly when my kids were not sleeping, I ate so much sugar because it was just, I wasn't going out drinking or anything else. So, sugar just became my friend. And the more, for me, this is the thing, the more I have, the more I want. And so nowadays, I try and have very little, and I'm talking about the white sugar. I have fruit and things like that. And so when I do have it, I really want something fantastic. And actually, I'd rather save up and buy something completely decadent, which I love, and Cupcake Gemma is perfect for that. So her store is in Soho, just off Carnaby Street, or you can approach it through the little, it's like a food area, or you can approach it from Beak Street as well. But you can find it. You can Google map it. But let me just tell you this. I should have looked this up in advance. Oh, here we go. It's in the tray bake section. I have tried, here it is. I have tried it in real life from the shop. I've never actually baked it. But this fella, this is the caramel cornflake brownie. It's basically a brownie with a sticky layer of thick caramel with a cornflake cake on the top. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this recipe has got, it's got like 450 grams of sugar. So it's not, and that's just the cornflake caramel bit. Brilliant. And it's all those things. It's an absolute treat, but it's so good. Shall I give you the description? Our iconic caramel cornflake brownie has been imitated the world over. And if a bake is going to take over the world, it ought to be this one. Combining chewy cornflake caramel with irresistibly fudgy crumbs and doily chocolate brownie, it's utterly mouth-watering, totally addictive bite, which flies off the counter in the shop as soon as almost we've sliced it up. Absolutely. It's brilliant. But this book is so, so good. We use it all the time. The cookie recipes are great. And I also bought Matt some very nice, I think I mentioned it in her favourites, some very nice Le Creuset brownie tins and some bakeware. So if he'll let me, if he's sharing, I'm going to be doing a lot more baking over this autumn and winter. Finally, a TV show that I've absolutely whipped through this week. It's on Netflix and it's called Nobody Wants This. And it's got Kristen Bell and Adam Brody in it. And it's a 10-part. Each episode is 27 minutes long. And it's great. It's so, so good. It's perfect for this time of year. There's something sort of very nostalgic about it. I'm very much invested in the characters. It's so well written. It's very naturalistic. It's all relationship based. It's all the things that I like. It ticks all the boxes. So if you fancy a watch this weekend, it could be a great one for you. That's it for today. I hope you found something you like. Also check out the playlist because there's loads of other ones that I've been talking about. If there's anything that you've discovered or you're really loving, let me know. I would love to hear it. And I will see you very soon in the next video. Lots of love. Bye.